put their resources, their whatever together to form a political party. It's a private entity. People put their billions in there. So he cannot just come and think he can insult and bulldoze his way to power. And one thing people need, one lesson we need to take from Wike political life story is that in Nigeria, we are a very cultured society. It doesn't matter who you are, you cannot insult your way to power. You still have to give respect to the headers. You have to give respect to people who are there before you, regardless of what, unless you don't want the power. Because those people have the ability to deny you where they go, and that's exactly what is happening to him. I said it even before the primaries that Wike will beg. People think they are the craze. Because you know what they insult even the founding members of the party that gave you so much. This is a man who rose from being a local government to secretary of the state to minister or state to a governor. The least you can do is to respect the people who pays that way for you. But he's not doing that. Instead, he's insulting everybody. Right now, he's demanding they should remove the party chairman. Who will be? AUG is one of the G9. If you know what I mean by G9, those are the founding fathers, the likes of AUG, the likes of Jerry Ghana, the likes of Alex Ekweme, the likes of, I mean, among all the 9 of them, only 3 of them is there now, which is Sule Lamido, Jerry Ghana, and AUG. So you know if you just start and say, me then come out, who you be? And again, it's not, I don't think he's paying attention to history. There is predecessors, people who come from that state. What is his name? The first governor of Rivers State. Odili did more than what he did just to become governor, but a president, but they put him where he belongs to. You know, I think what lesson we should take from there is that nobody, just because you have access to state money, you feed your beliefs, man, you can undo and undo. So they are they put it where he belongs, and I will be surprised if it doesn't work for Konkoso, regardless of the party decide to stick in PDP or anywhere decide to go, because the number of delegates he enjoyed during the primaries were largely provided by Konkoso. Yes, money exchange hands, but Konkoso was the one that coordinated another delegate for him. They were still in PDP. So yes, it's going to be there, and I don't think it's going to work for the party. And PDP are actually still kind of, petting him to stay, because PDP they've learned a lesson. They allowed Amechi and Co. leave 2014, and they see the results. So as a competitor, the greatest mistake you made is to see that you are the one directly or indirectly contributing to your opponents to defeat you. That's not what they don't want to do. So that's why they still kind of like stay. But in the real sense of it, he's been put into where he belongs. He has no respect for anybody. He installed his own royal father. He even installed our own deputy governor. They say I want because I'm from Edo State. Telling Philip, say, who be Papa? You are actually telling every Edo son that who be our father. So he has overdone, he has over pushed his luck, So I have no sympathy for him, and I wish him well as he goes. Then who again are we talking about in this conversation? We are talking about Gbadamosi, who left PDP to LP. The Gbadamosi journey started with, I think, ADP. That is where he contested as a governor almost twice. Then come back to PDP, where he go for senatorial district from Ikorodu as he is, and he lost. And I am not surprised that he's going with the wave, because at this point, I don't really see what he's bringing to Labour Party other than him trying to remain relevant in the scheme of things. Obi is trending, whether we like it or not. Labour Party, by extension, is enjoying the airwave. I mean, who else? Who no go join? If I'm in his position too, I will do the same thing. But what is he going to contribute to the Labour movement? Nothing. Actually, in consequence in Lagos, which is Ikorodu, no follow him. They don't intend to follow him. But on the right side, it's a win-win for him. But I don't see that much bringing into Labour Party. Sorry, which other topic again? They try safety, that's why they rush through. Which other thing are we discussing here again? Talk about Keyamo already. We talk about Wike.
We have Wike who actually commissioned a flyover today, and the other way it was indirectly talking down on PDP and Atiku.
Yeah, as I said, I mean, in terms of performance wise, I will give him a pass. A pass because we are talking about Rivers State, for God's sake. Outside Lagos State, which other state get money past Rivers? Rivers State, with the kind of money Rivers State has the capacity to do better than what it's doing today. The people of Rivers State should not lack anything in terms of infrastructure, in terms of social services, however you want to term it. They have the resources to pull it off, but over the years, they were not blessed to have a governor that actually focus on their people. But I don't know what is there for them. Anybody that has access to that treasury of Rivers State, all you'll be aiming for is to become president of the country. By doing that, divert pretty much half of the resources, if not all resources, pursuing that ambition. So I think it's that time the Rivers State people should wake up and put their foot on ground. Anybody that was coming to be governor should forget about national. I know is their, politics is about interest. If you stop anybody for pursuing his interest, but don't use our state money to do that.
Okay.
The same that, yes. Sorry, are you saying something?
I'm saying okay to what you're saying.
Yeah, the same thing with Lagos. People they shout, change Lagos on what? If we know how much Lagos State worth, we go to cry for Lagosians. Lagos State, Rivers State, Delta State, these states should stand toe-to-toe with any state in America or in London. They have that resources. But here we are. You can only differentiate those states where you really don't get anything, or Ogun State where you don't get anything, or even Zamfara State where you don't get anything. You cannot differentiate them with Rivers or Lagos State. So yeah, to me, these people are just riding our, lack of consciousness, just taking advantage of us. But instead, they run and they glorify them. So it's I'm glad that it's been put to where he belongs, party-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, but as for our Keyamu, we'll take it easy with them. Now the game, it's a game. Politics is a game. Ability for you to compromise. That is what is going to even bring the development. Nigeria is not going to get better if our politicians, if we do not learn how to compromise. It is not about your idea or policy or whatever that develop a nation. It's about ability for you to compromise. You have to reach out to every nooks and cranny. That is the only way it can be done. Yes, I am not taking out the fact that it's all about interest, but in order for you to achieve your interest, you have to learn how to dine and learn with your enemy. That's how it works. Nigeria belongs to everybody. So that time especially we, I keep saying we because we the southern part, we are, from time to time we know they actually follow the rules of the game. How are we going to come together, merge as one, and run compromise across all the region and give the other side of the aisle the run for their money? That is the only way Nigeria can get better. Instead of accusing the north of all sorts of blah 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 blah, come together, give them run for their money. That is the only way Nigeria can get better. You cannot sit in your home and say, oh, those people are illiterate, they are not civilized, they are not educated, but they are beating you to the game. So who's not educated, who's not civilized? So we are getting the whole game wrong. We are getting it all wrong. We just have to let. Just like I'm not an obedient, by the way. I think from my picture you can know that yeah, I'm a Konkoso guy by extension. In the outside, that's like from Edo State. If I not support my own, who I will support? You understand? But how do we have to come down and put our, whatever that we think we have against each other aside, and reach across the aisle and make the nation better? Nigeria cannot be better if we cannot compromise. Today, we always, regard the North, which has the three political zones as one. That's because they know how to come together when it matters most. It's a game of number. We always say it. So how you go group yourself from here, at the end of the day, you won't go field, you won't go compete. It's not be track and field. Track and field is an individual sport, but this is more like a soccer. You have to put your whatever you think you know. Whatever, I don't care how brilliant or how many resources you get. If you don't reach out to the next person, you cannot win. Let's take a good example from Buhari and Tinubu. If we go back to 2001, Buhari will tell us that Tinubu is too corrupt. I will never sit with him. The same thing. Bola Tinubu said go say, but at the end of the day, they understand that the only way to get power, the only way to take the PDP out is for them to put whatever they have against each other and come together. And the result is there. So, again, it's all about teamwork. It's all about teamwork. And one thing we need to realize that, as I said earlier on, political parties are private entities. They are set up for two reasons. To contest and get power, and also to block bills, or to enact bills. That is what this political party about. And people will put their resources there, and people get down. So regardless of how I think we're brilliant or exposed we are, if you cannot reach out to the man where you know, like, I am sorry, we'll always be on the losing side. And again, in Nigeria, you have to respect your elders. You have to respect the culture. You know, it's very easy for us to draw conclusions between the Americans and others. No, America is an ideal society. Now, people from different walks of life, different world come together and destroy the indigenous that lives in America for them to achieve whatever they are achieving today. We are not like that. We are a cultured society. You cannot take that away from us. No matter how you hate the elders rich, no matter how you think they are corrupt, they are wicked, they are the basis and they are author and finisher of your problem, guess what? They still live within our society. They still control our society. You have to respect them. And I think the Wike is getting is following the half piece for that. So make me take it easy for our brother Keyamo. He's doing the thing what anybody will do. Any of us in that position will do the same thing. Sell your candidate, sell your party. That is his job. I respect him because this is a man that came from pretty much nowhere. We know him. I go. I give him that. If Abrusalin they were in the night with the cut finger for Keyamo, say yes, he was able to actually skate through that phase of agitation. Because I don't care who you are. If you anywhere in the world, take your research around. What are they called? Activists. Activists never make good politics. Never tend to become good politician. I don't care because it's a different ballgame by the time you enter the system. So for this man, Keyamo, to go from that street where they fight for the common Nigerian man, enter the process, end up becoming a minister. That's a kudos. And if he's continue going like that, he's going to end up becoming a governor of Delta State in the near future, or AGM, as I already said. So Moku's view from where they come from. It's a game, by the way. I think another thing we need to learn is that they approached it
Mr. What's your name, sir, please? Because I can see Kwankwaso and also right there. What's your name, please?
My name is Ovie. Ovie. That's my name.
Okay. Yes, I'm so sorry, to come in, right? Because I just can't hold it anymore. Like you said something about you're a Kwankwaso and Idahosa guy, because you're a Benin man, you cannot fit away your own. So are you're saying that the reason why you're going for the Kwankwaso and Idahosa ticket is because you're a Benin guy and Idahosa is actually a Benin guy too?
That is just part of it, because I don't support Kwankwaso even before he picked Idahosa as his running mate. I look at the way the political strategy, the way they go. We are not going to have a clear winner just from the first round of the election. It's going to be second round election. I've been saying that like 6 months ago. So I've never debated about. So supporting Kwankwaso, actually supporting it because of Idahosa come at a later stage. But as I said, I don't support Kwankwaso even before he picked Idahosa. So when he not pick Idahosa, it's just an icing on the cake for me, because if I check the history of our state, those states, the last time we have anybody at that level, at the national level, taking that decision was, I think, Ikomo, if I'm not mistaken, from Fuga during the Babangida era. That is the only time we have somebody who's close to the seat. So if I'm during my lifetime, as young as if I have somebody who is going to be the second citizen of the federation, knowing that it's from my state, I think that's a plus. That means people from my village, I'm from also, by the way, from Agoko Edo. That means as time goes on, if they succeed in becoming plenty the ticket, we will have kids growing up in Osuso and say, okay, I want to be like that man. That is inspiration. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. If you don't have anybody at that time, we come on the other side. We never tire to the day the other side, to the day to the chop for when the things don't come further from table. I am tired. If anybody is not tired, so yes, that's part of the reason I'm supporting that movement too. But I don't support that movement even before he picked it out, because I look across. I look across the party. I'm not going to support a capitalist who is Atiku. I know what is going to be if he end up becoming a president. He may end up selling all of us. I've been Tinubu. I've been at Tinubu once before. We know Tinubu has done his best, but it's odd. I don't need person where will come with the complaints of Buhari. They always go on a medical journey. What is going to become of Tinubu if it be the same thing? Then Obi, I'm a realist. I know how Nigeria is being constituted. The history of Nigeria, it could be very hard for an Igbo man to become president now. That's a fact. That is hard to chew. It is very hard to chew. But if you know how
So
Nigeria is,
you're not thinking about competence. You're thinking about your brother. You're thinking about somebody who it will not be easy for them to vote for.
Well, if we are talking about competence, none of these men, none of them I would choose to be my president.
Including your Kwankwaso?
All of them. But because it's a game and it's a game of the elite, we know really counts. They will select whoever they want and they will give it to us to vote for. Not be we select these men, they select them for us. Even the OB people now then push and don't give us, no will vote for them. So I'm a realist. I know how this game works to some extent. So if it did my power, if I was given the power to choose who run Nigeria, none of these men will come to mind. They're not going to put among the best Nigerians that will say.
And who would you choose? Who would you choose?
Who would I choose to run Nigeria as it is? That's a question that I have to take time to think about it. But I would rather look at people who are doing so well. For me, result matters. Dangote is a very successful businessman. Why would I go for him? I would go for him before any of these people, because he has proven it. I've proved the guy from Globacom, who took Globacom as an indigenous company from nowhere to pretty much international standard. Those people go before me. People like them, Lumelu, who we have tested in terms of business, they've succeeded out of nothing. I will go those men before these politicians. Those people done it from nowhere, from the reductions of it. But because in a party game, and we don't actually have a say to who the party throw before us, all we have to do is to vote for whoever they throw for us. Not be us. We are not. I mean, obvious during the primaries. Few people now select whoever is going to be our next president for us to vote for. So it's a game, and I'm approaching it from that angle. It's a game that is beyond my pay grade. It's a game of the elites.
Okay, Mr. Ovie, thank you very much. But I want to believe that to everyone here on Nigeria World Platform, will I say everyone or most people, this is not just a game to us. This is about our future. This is about the future of our children. This is not just a game for us. That is why we come here every day lending our voice to this cause. It's not just a game. We don't see it as a game. As a matter of fact, it is a serious thing to every one of us, because everybody is tired. We are all tired of everything going on in the country right now. So we actually have a caller here who has been on hold for more than 3 minutes. We have Mr. Efe right there. Mr. Efe, good evening to you, and thank you for joining me. Or for calling.
Hello, good evening, Nigeria World. Good evening, the panelists. Good evening, the viewer. Greet everybody. God bless you guys. Yeah, I have contribution. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Mr. Efe. Please go ahead.
Okay, please. So I know I'm not the panelist. Please give me some minute to talk. I have my own opinion.
Mr. Efe, go ahead.
Let me go straight to the point. See, this my brother when he talks so bros. Wait till I want to number one thing I want to ask. Can see this bros, this whole Mr. Okay, where he calls so you first and foremost for ask which country for the contribute for. You know, no problem. That one's still clear for them.
Okay, we will still ask after you finish the talk.
Another thing again, my brother, for example, what did they happen for Nigeria now? As you don't see, because I just call this brother, I mean, don't want to call. What did they happen for I mean, a dope person like you, confirm. I mean, a dope person like you. Every way they happen for Nigeria now, as everything don't be so gross. When see, as in, if they say if there's too many for you, black person go see her. You know, people call me, they are going to say, you know, vote because say they be a dope person come out. Because one one or whatever. Bros, see, don't people know they carry last. Not gonna be God down. We know they take last. That will take change control for those states. You understand me? So all of us, don't every complete come out. I want you to know the code for you. So not be even the ego. But don't I start this thing with the ground. May God bless Nigeria ones. That is why we continue to support Nigeria ones. Make campaign first. I know because one of my brother talks, he said, all those villages, we need to print tickets. You understand? So you don't feel for media when they talk, say, and again, you talk on another thing. Help that way, don't respect yourself. If you say children that will respect her, you say we need to respect her. Now, that brought us to this problem what we did so for Nigeria today. When we say we now we see the mess, see where we find ourselves. So how does matter of elder? Any elder will respect himself. Children will respect her. If you don't respect yourself, they will use you to take the street ground for that aspect. Please, don't call it discourage people for here. I just beg you with my God. The God, I beg with God will create my brother,
okay.
Mr. AUG. So okay. That's my contribution.
Thank
Please,
you, Mr. Efe. Thank you.
My sister, God bless you.
Bless you too. Thank you very much, Mr. Efe. So, Mr. Ovie, please, first of all, what country are you calling us?
Make a respond to Ram. I'm not saying make you vote for Konkozo and Dausa.
No, I did ask you a question. I said, which country you did call?
I'm calling from America.
All right, thank you very much. That's all I wanted to ask. Thank you very much, Mr. Ovie. It's just so unfortunate that at this time, at this age and time, with everything going on in this country and with everything going around in the world, people still think the way they think at this time. People still think the way they think at this time. Is just so unfortunate. This is to show you guys that we have a lot of problems on our hands. We have a lot of problems. So we are not talking about competence anymore. So right now we're talking about tribe. We're talking about ethnicity at this time. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Nigerians really do deserve the kind of governance that they have. It's unfortunate. We go there abroad, they still do this kind of thing where we do. It's unfortunate for Nigerians. Honestly, I can't believe this. It's just unfortunate. That is what I have to say.
Coordinator, please, if I might.
It's just unfortunate, guys. Mr. CM, you were going to say something.
Yeah, coordinator, if I might interject, because I know Ovie from another platform. Is it all right?
Okay,
just 2
Mr.
minutes.
Franklin, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I know Ovie, and I was actually going to, counter what he said, because Idahosa is from his tribe. But then again, I also know that he has been supporting Kwankwaso even before Idahosa declared. But he recounted that anyway. But one thing I want to say is this. He said and made a point. He said if he were to choose, definitely that he wouldn't. Nobody would be on the ballot. But I can tell you one thing: there is no place you put Peter Obi. I can hardly say there is no place you will put a leader like Peter Obi. Even when you bring other saints, Peter Obi will still stand out. And then again, yes, when you talk of Kwankwaso, if all of us recall, there was a time when Labour Party were gunning for Kwankwaso. And the reason is because Kwankwaso actually also navigated away from the politics of money. So it spells for a lot of decency for him. I respect Kwankwaso for that. Okay? But then again, speaking about competency, my goodness, you cannot stand Kwankwaso toe by toe with a Peter Obi. And I dare say it anyway. With no, I don't mean to disrespect Kwankwaso. He is competent on his own. But there are hierarchies to these things. There are levels to this stuff. And I continue to say it based on ethnicity. If it were someone like Rocha Sokorocha or any other political icon from the Southeast, I dare tell you, I couldn't care less whether a Northerner is ruling or not. And I tell you at this point, if there were a Northerner or even a Yoruba man that I know who can do better than Peter Obi, I will not be throwing my a weight behind Peter Obi. But at this point, Nigerians know clearly that these political parties do not mean well for us. And they're never going to mean well. And Ovie, another thing you said was that, oh, you need to negotiate, you need to negotiate. Yes, I understand that. But from what point are you negotiating from? Is it from a point of corruption? Is it from a point of transactional politics? Is that what you call negotiation? Because if that is what you call negotiation, then I'll tell you that we're not going anywhere. We are not yet ready. Yes, even in America where you live, there is negotiation when it comes to politics. But their negotiations are based on mutual public interest. It's not based on who has the highest transaction. It's not based on who is going to collapse whose company for who. It's not based on who is going to give who dollars and billions. Yes, I know you say, oh, you give Keyamo kudos for how he has risen within the political ranks. I don't know too much about Keyamo. I do know that he used to be an activist. He's had his days in lockups. And that is the same thing for Oshomole. Do you also want to give kudos to Oshomole, who came before us, and he also said that, oh, he has no, Tinubu has no influence in Buhari's administration, when Tinubu single-handedly put Buhari there. So are you trying to tell me that someone who clearly sees that the country that we so much cherish is collapsing before us, he dares come out in front of the national television and swears that Tinubu is 70 years old? My goodness. If we cannot even put integrity, there is something that P2B says. Yes, you can find people who are competent, but the people who have this competence, do they also have integrity? It's not just about competence. If it were a question of just competence and grammar speaking, it will not be about P2B. If it is about money, it wouldn't be about P2B. None of us here we might even in the rest of our lives smell the kind of wealth a P2B has. Yet we are spending money from the little we have. That is to show you that it is something beyond extraordinary. Because we know that P2B is peerless. He's one of a kind. In fact, he is the last of his generation. There is no politician so alive currently in Nigeria that is within his caliber or cadre of ethics. Quote me anywhere. And that is the reason why the Nigerian people decide to follow him. If we are looking for competence, there are people with PhDs. You might surprise you. Sometimes they call P2B a PhD holder. I've researched. I've not seen P2B any place where they call P2B Dr. P2B. I've not seen any place where he embarked a PhD. I've looked at all the institutions he's been. Maybe honorary, but I don't even think he has a PhD. If we are talking about people who are even most educated or who has the highest degrees in the world or in Nigeria, P2B might not even come close because there are loads and loads of professors who are within these political parties. Yemi Osinbajo is a professor. Where is he today?
Thank you,
but
Mr.
Even in his professorship, the thing is that Nigerians, we want not just competence, we want integrity. That is what we want. So we cannot say, okay, we'll go back to the old ways and continue and negotiate this, negotiate that, do this, do that, do this, do that. No, we can't. We cannot do that.
Thank you, Mr.
Integrity and competence.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Franklin. It's just so painful that at this point in time, like this current stage, people still think the way they think. Is alarming, right? It's just so unfortunate. If the country too good like that, all of us not go the wrong, come out, go different places. It's just unfortunate. It's heartbreaking actually to hear that people still think about ethnicity at this point in time with everything that is going on. Need I remind you that the reason why people are clamoring for Peter Obi is not because it's Igbo. Make una understand, it's not because it's Igbo. If it's an outside man today that has the kind of manifesto Peter Obi has, I want to assure you that Nigerians will still want to vote for him. So it's not about tribe right now. People are talking about tribe this time. I laugh in Chinese. I don't even understand. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I want to say thank you to Liz and Nahoro. Liz and Nahoro, thank you so much for that super sticker right there. Thank you so much. God bless you for supporting this movement. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you so much, Liz and Nahoro. Thank you so much. I can see Rose will all be there, right? I can see Ja is good. I can see Joseph Orji, all in our politics. I see you right there. Jacob Obedience, I see you right there. Thank you so very much. God bless you for being here with me. I appreciate you guys. I can see Kelvin Obie, BTV Ninja. I see you right there. Thank you so much, Guy Onwalele. Samuel Olaka, Kanayo Mweta. Thank you so much. I can see Fidel Lamy. I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Charity Obonika, thank you so much. Hope Chidozie, thank you so much. I can see Martina Obasuyi TV. The Queen Valerie, I see you right there, Guy Onwalele. Thank you so much. I can see Destiny of Oviebo. Thank you so much. I can see Echo Drum right there. Clifford Modia, I see you right there. Thank you so much, Liz and Naoro, for that super sticker right there. Thank you so much. I see someone in the comment section, Chiwendu in the comment section saying that, can I speak? You cannot speak right there in the comment section. Please just click on that link right there we have on the comment section. There's a link right there. Once you click on it, I'll have you with me on screen so you can give your 2 cents about what we're talking about today. Oh my God, Joseph Orji, thank you so much for that super sticker. Bless you. May your pocket never run dry, Joseph Orji. Thank you so much. This goes a long way to help us to function even better. Thank you so much, Joseph Orji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. So, guys, because of what is going on here, please, I want to beg all of you in the comment section, please tell me where you are from. I'm not talking about the country where you did right now. Talk say, my name is XYZ. I am from XYZ and I'm going to vote for Peter Obi, or I'm going to vote for this person. I want to hear it in the comment section. Tell me where you are from and who you're going to be voting for come 2023 presidential election. Please tell me right there in the comment section. Thank you very much, Joseph Orji, and thank you very much, Liza Naoro, Alexander Gomez, Mark Irabo, Amechi Kyobi, Rowana Bailey, and Fortune H. Thank you so much. God bless you for that super sticker right there. Please, people in the panel, if it's not your turn to speak, do not unmute yourself. Thank you very much. Do not unmute yourself if it's not your turn to speak. Thank you, Chiwendu. I see you right there. Thank you so much for joining me. It will get to your turn soon. But for now, we're going to go straight to Mr. Omori. Mr. Omori, please.
Yeah, thank you, Kachi, for having me. I think I only have one bar right now. I'm not close to source of power. I don't know how much my battery will take me.
Okay, just go ahead.
I don't even know where to start. This guy has just destabilized me. I wish you have given me opportunity to talk to Ovie. I know where Ovie is coming from. Ovie belongs to the school of one man show. So nobody should come here and destabilize us with territories. He's entitled to his opinion. His opinion is his own opinion. The facts are sacrosanct. You know, I've had cause to challenge Ovie in the past. You started from, just moving, or just rappling here and there. At a point, I couldn't even pinpoint what he was trying to say. Exactly. Doesn't even know who the Hausa is. So I don't like speaking ill of people. You have just deflated me now. What I prepared to talk about, the wicked, I think I even if I don't have time, if my one bar would just be enough to correct me. We are still playing the tribal card at this critical moment. I was in one place. I want to tell him who the Hausa is. Yeah, see, I will be ashamed to call it Hausa, my dope brother. Sorry to say this, though. I was in one place, 2021, somewhere along, what do they call that place in Lagos? Oh man. It's, oh man. Let me cut the story short. I was at car wash, chilling with a bottle of cold water. The next thing I heard around the church premises, gunfire, gunshots everywhere. I'm like, so I have to scamper for my safety. I thought we were under attack. The next thing I saw was policemen, jumping down from every angle, blocking the road from both sides, blocking the traffic from both sides. I'm like, what is happening here? Are we safe? I thought it was a robbery attack. I look around me, there was no back around, So I was hiding somewhere. Watching. I wanted to know exactly what was happening because there was nowhere to run. We were all taken unaware. The next thing I saw, like 2 Gs from nowhere, marching and blocking the traffic from both sides. The other thing I saw was later, a Jeep, came from nowhere. They cleared the road for him, went into a church premises that was close by. The 2 people came out, alighted from the vehicle, from the front Jeep, with 2 white chairs. 2 white chairs. They went into the church, they were having a program. All along, they have been singing. I was enjoying the praises. The next thing I saw was a man alighting white and white from a Jeep. I'm like, and I knew we were not under attack. They were not robbers. And I called the guys that were watching cars for me. Because everybody, have to scamper for safety. As soon as they came back, I'm like, what's going on? What the hell is going on here? They said, it's a pastor. So immediately I took interest in what was going on. I found out what I saw was in the house. I said, this looks like an adult person. How did we get to this situation we are? So, a pastor behaving this way. So I was interested. I wanted to take him up. So the security there, my brother, is more than the security, the one getting the governor, the president. Mopo everywhere. So, who is this man? I started making my own research. Do you know this guy is just spoken? He has just come here to deceive us with a 419 pastor, a false prophet. I went online and see the scandals following in the house. Is that the person you want us to come sweat us for? Take me up on this. This is not the West of Nigeria watch. I'm telling you my experience with the house in Lagos. Yeah. Somebody tells you want to send this a rotten false prophet for us, a 419 pastor that has defrauded women both in Canada and in America for his selfish interest and personal aggrandizement. Going about with false prophecies. Is that the house you call your brother from Edo State? How long do we continue like this? Kachi, I don't want to, I'm not good at this, so that I don't want to be seen as a rebel on this platform. Whatever I want to say on the Tinubu certificate issue and everything, I see. Ovie, when you guys are fighting for your cause, you have the interest of others. See, when you people say politics is about interest, I don't know what you mean by this interest. Is it all you buy your selfish interest and personal aggrandizement? Do you consider whatsoever the interest of the masses? Yeah? Do you consider the interest of the students that have been at home for the past 6 months? Do you consider the interest of those that have been killed that can no longer go to their farm? There are people that cannot even sure of where the next coming will come from. Do you consider the interest of people that can no longer sleep with their 2 eyes closed? You are here to play the religious and the ethnic cards that have been taking us backward, that have held us in perpetual bondage. Man, I don't have personal problem with you. But when you guys come out to just speak things out, I think you should also know that you are talking to people, not fools. I rest my case there. And I want to quickly touch on the Tinubu certificate saga. This issue has been on for too long. It started since 1999, 2003. I don't know how much they're going to do justice to this at this time around. The problem with Tinubu is a bundle of controversies. Tinubu, I think I don't blame him. I think his upbringing was also very controversial. My brother said the reason why they are hiding his certificate so that his true age will not be revealed. No, you might be right. But there's another theory. There's another theory I got from somebody very close to him, an insider. He was from a very humble beginning, so somebody has to adopt him. Tinubu was adopted. The Bola Tinubu, these are not his names. So he was adopted to be taken care of by another person, by a close family member. Unfortunately, the last born in that family, I think probably the only son, died, who already had the papers to go to America. So then there was nothing like fingerprint. What they did was to smuggle Tinubu out based on the documents of that guy that was dead. That was why he got to America. So the beginning, the origin, the name he had, they were all Yoruba names at the beginning. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not belong to him. So he came to America, he was trying to forge ahead based on the other person's name. So they cannot bring out those elementary schools he attended because they were not his. They don't know how judiciary will be able to do justice to this. This thing has been locked for too long. But you know, we live in a very funny and unique environment. And he might also get away with this time around. If Buhari could get away with it, Tinubu might as well get away with it. But people are tired of these shenanigans. So even if he gets away with it at the court, at the conventional court, the court of public opinion is against Tinubu. He goes nowhere. As for the Gbadamosi of a person, I think he's a very good person. He has a very good personality. Like Ovie said, I don't know how much political value, how much political asset he's bringing to the table. I'm not too comfortable with the politics of Lagos. Allowing one man to announce Lagos, allowing one man to make Lagos a private asset since 1999 now. I was reading a report this morning of how much one man is getting from Lagos, running into 130 billion through Alpha Beta. I was shocked. Lagos is supposed to be a cosmopolitan state, but these people have not been taking advantage of them. The judge of this world have been talking. They are talking. Their talk has not been able to has not actually translated into political, values. The other man, Jimmy Agbaje, another fine gentleman. You come every year to contest election. Thereafter, you go into political oblivion. Nowhere to be found. No opposition, nothing. I know why they are scared. Since one gentleman, Function William, was eliminated in Lagos, I think they have been scared. They have all been, docile. They have been so subservient and naive. You can't take Lagos. Lagos is one of the, if you talk of civilization, if you talk of a town without, with so many interest groups, it's supposed to be Lagos. How can one man from nowhere just, convert? I wonder how one man was able to convert Lagos into his personal estate. So, I'm happy Gbadamosi is here to support the people's movement. We also, I hope we'll be able to work with the likes of, Abonde and Co. They are quiet. It's not as if they don't know what to say. They are scared of their lives. But then, whether they talk, they don't talk, they're still going to die. I don't know why people should be afraid of death. The only thing inevitable in this life, the only price we all have to pay is death. Somehow, somewhere, we're going to die. So, you're already dead. If you see something wrong, they're not able to say it. There's a saying, a man him who keeps silence in the presence of oppression. So, we're still going to die someday. So, for the wicked, you don't beat a baby and expect him not to cry. Wike is a whipping baby. He's playing politics. He's seeking relevance. But as I always admonish him, he has a lot of things going for him. But depends on how he manages it. I'm not too comfortable people praising Wike for sponsoring PDP when they were not in power. In the Senate climb, that is enough for him to. That's enough to put Wike in detention. Using people's money to finance political party, it's not done anywhere except in Nigeria. So that is not a plus for me. For the bridges he's building, so much is given, they say, much is expected. Yes, he has the boldness, he has the courage, he has the money to spend. The project compared to the money, to the allocation to Port Harcourt, I think he's not doing too much for his people. But then he has to be careful this time around. If they promise him and he goes back to Atiku, if he doesn't want to leave PDP, say he's a party man. Like I said the other day, PDP has left Wike long time ago. So what they just need from him now is to use him and dump him. He will come back and regret. What he's saying, that the cry is crying right now, will be a tip of the iceberg compared to what is about to befall him. I'm very sure Wike is wiser than that. He might remain in PDP because of entrenched interest, because of the candidate, his gubernatorial candidate and House of Assembly members. He would do damage from within. I don't see Wike working for an Atiku. The best way for me, if he is actually for the people, he should gauge the political temperature. He should get the political pulse of the nation and be on the side of the people. Kachi, we're talking about impeachment. Nobody, like I said the other day, the president that is not doing fine can be impeached on the grounds of gross misconduct. Nobody can impeach a people-oriented government. I repeat, nobody can impeach the people. If you try to impeach a people-oriented government, you will be stepping on the tail of a tiger. The people will rise up, and nobody can impeach Obi. Thank you very much for having me. If I have another opportunity, if my battery allows me, I want to what I said. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Omori. Even with your one battery, say your one bar self, you were able to cover a lot. Thank you very much, Mr. Omori, for that contribution right there. I want to go ahead and say thank you once again to Mr. Amechi Ikiobi, Rwana Bailey, Fortune H, Joseph Oji, Mark Irabo, Alexander Gomez, and Liz Ehanoro. Thank you so much for the super sticker, guys. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. For those of you having difficulties to do that, the account details are just displayed right there on the screen. Thank you once again. I just want to believe that, at this point, people are beginning to understand the reason why we're lending our voices every single day. So, guys, if you're yet to like and share this broadcast, please like and share this broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we come on air like this. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Kachi, please. I will enjoy people. I will crave your indulgence. Let people go to Google or YouTube and Google Prophet in the house and see who the Ovia is coming to sell to us. We are not. This time is not time to buy rotten tomato. We are not prepared for the rotten fish.
Okay.
You cannot sell them to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Omori. Mr. Ovia did not outrightly say that we should vote for Kwankwaso and Idahosa. He didn't actually tell us to go vote for them. But the only reason why I flipped was because he said, I just want to vote for this person because he is my Edo brother. I am Edo and he's my Edo brother. I don't want to believe that at this time we still think that way. It's just unfortunate that at this point in time we still think about tribe and religion at this point in time. If anything go wrong, maybe all of us will suffer. Well, anyways, Mr. Obi is in the United States of America. I have a caller right here. Good evening to you, Mr. Israel Asemuta.
Good evening,
Bright Asemuta. So sorry, not Israel. Sorry. Okay.
Good evening, and thank you for having me. Good evening, my fellow panelists and commenters, and good evening, my viewers at home. I just want to make a little contribution. I'm not going to be speaking too much on your subject. It's just kind of a suggestion around what you said.
Okay, please, you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute, sir.
Okay. I will be very fast. It's like a lot of people still don't get the fact that the OB movement is going very fast, and a lot of people are already convinced with the situation in Nigeria. It still baffles me to hear some people submitting their suggestion that there are better persons than OB, and they are still using their tribalistic, approach towards selecting people. And most of those people that put out their suggestion are people who live in diaspora. And sometimes we who live in diaspora, sometimes when we are being tribalized, we say, it's racist, the people in our society don't need us, we are competent, they don't put us where we're supposed to be because we are not from so and so place, that is why they're racist on us. And sometimes we do that to ourselves, and that we are in the same game of those people that sometimes we put our blame on. So I feel it's hard time we open our eyes and we know that Nigeria is the only place we call our home. It's the most populous country in Africa. And a lot of people are already worried that if anything should happen to Nigeria, a lot of people are not going to have us as refugees because a lot of countries are already tired of Nigerians. And those of us speaking from different sides of our mouths because we are living in the comfort zone now. By the time there is a catastrophe in Nigeria, we are going to have it all, even though, no matter how much you live in the country where you now have refugees flocking from your country, you are going to still be affected. So it's our time we put our heads together and vote for the competent person in this coming election. And that person is no other person than Peter Obi.
Okay.
So I don't see any other person rather than Obi. So people should start thinking wisely, and they should forget this tribal and ethnicity, still freezing in their brains and think straight. Because Nigeria is the only place we call our home, and we don't have any other place. That's just my suggestion.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and it's Miss Kachino, Mrs. Thank you very much, Mr. Bright Semuta, for that contribution right there. We're going to go straight to Mr. Tunaija. Mr. Tunaija, please.
Yeah.
Mr. Tunaija, are you ready for me, please? Okay, I'm going to go back to Mr. Chooks Obi Boys. Mr. Chooks, are you ready now, please?
Yes, please.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, the panelists. Good evening, everyone. I don't know where to start. Is it to respond to the person who said it's Kwankwaso?
You can start from anywhere, Mr. Chooks.
Okay. You see, the problem we have in this world is we tend to forget history so quick. For somebody to come on a national TV, to repeat what Kwankwaso said is just so disgraceful. That the Igbos are not relevant to any election. That is very, very disgraceful. And if I said we tend to forget history so quick, what do I mean by that? We've seen it today. Autumn is crying, calling out for help. These are the people who made this kind of statement in the past about the Igbos. We know about the just and their problems as well. These are the people who have been sidelining themselves against the Igbos. I'm not speaking because I'm an Igbo. I will say the same thing. It doesn't matter whoever they speak this against, because in 1931, when Italy invaded Ethiopia, I remember the word Haile Selassie used. He said, "Today it is us, tomorrow it might be you." Because he was calling on the League of Nations to come to their aid, and all of them was, playing this same kind of politics we're playing today. And what happened? It didn't take long. The world was engulfed in a world war that sank so many people. So we should be careful the way we say things. And thank God that Nigerians are beginning to realize that those kind of politics or those kind of words can lead us anywhere. And that is why Mr. Omoreye has to stand up to say, look, I come from the same place. And if anybody is in a better position to talk to you, I am. And I congratulate him for doing so. Because we need to let our people know that we are all human beings. It doesn't matter what tribe or religion you represent. Those things are nothing today. I am in UK today. I can collaborate with somebody in America and do some engineering work or whatever. This is the kind of mind we should be thinking about. Not thinking I come from Igbo, this one come from Yoruba, this one come from Hausa. And he should go and ask who is Kwankwaso in Kano. I was born and brought up in Kano. If he's giving him credit, I swear not to go back to Kano since 2010. When I went there, the roads were nonsense. And I asked questions. I don't know how truthful that was. And some people actually said that Kwankwaso refused to take care of the roads that is in Sabongeri, stating the fact that the Igbos have money, they can do it. I don't have fact to that. Okay? But this is when I had this, I swear not to go back where I was born. So it's not an easy decision. My family everybody is still living there. If I come to Nigeria today, whoever want to see me, I put transport for them. They come down and see me. I refuse to go there. So we should be careful the way we talk about things. You never know who is going to be tomorrow. The Fulanis are coming today. Nobody know who is going to save who. I see the news where they said the Amoteku discovered so many of them hidden under the truck where they're traveling down to Southwest. So we should be careful what we say. The people in Benue people in Plateau. They were saying the same thing during the time of Ojukwu and Gowon. And we know what is playing up today. So we should be careful. That's my take for that. Coming to what is it called? Kiamu. I think we've discussed him, either yesterday or day before yesterday. It's very, very unfortunate. And even to add sort of injury, somebody is here defending Kiamu's attitude. I mean, if his child is in school and the Kiamu come today and ask him to go and beg us to come back, I think he will be happy to do that. I think he will be happy to do that. I said it before. There's no need for us to start, playing politics of, that is how politics is played. No. Politics is not played like that. It is only played like that in Africa. Or to be specific, Nigeria. Because you don't give what you don't have. And he praised him that he fought, he joined his boss to fight the military. And somebody who you assume fought for you is today telling you this kind of thing. And you don't know that he's only using the opportunity he got that time to get him to where he is, to show his true color. I mean, I don't know how we think. But,
all right.
Yeah, I still have something to say, Sorry about that. So to the issue of Tinubu on the certificate, it's in only Nigeria, people will come and do whatever they want to do and get away with it. Nobody cares. I pray that the court will, even if not for anything, will know the full details. Because it's when they talk about his school sacks, it's so easy for us to discard that. It's so easy. But if we actually know the meaning of that, it is called credential. The word credential comes from credible. So if we can't get that, if we don't know him through that, how are we gonna know who is he? Sometimes I feel like crying for Nigeria. No, how many people you can go to today in Nigeria and they tell you, I'm 10 years old, and they are really 10 years old. I mean, are we the only country in the world? You go to neighboring countries, all of them from birth, all of them have their birth certificate. You go to school when due. Once you are age of going to school, you must. That's why I'm talking about data. Nigeria has no data. Let nobody deceive us. We have no data. Nigeria can only have data today if they make it mandatory that once you get birth, no matter where you are, that child must be registered within a certain period of time. That is how to gather data. And this is the part of the things that bring us to where we are today. Because when they open up this border, people are trooping in. Nobody cares. As long as you are related to one language in Nigeria, you are Nigerian. It doesn't happen like that in any other country. It doesn't. Go to this what is it called? Niger, who we are giving money. If you spend 5 minutes there without them knowing that you are not a Nigerian and asking you for your ID, I mean, you are not a Nigerian, and asking you for an ID, and you have to show it. But Nigeria, no. That is why it is easy. And let nobody tell us lies. We know why they're doing that. Because they want to have the upper hands. They have every time they tell us we have the population. Where is the population? Population to import people? Erufai said it himself. That's why he went to the bush to pay bandits that he imported and asked them to go back. Did he not say it by himself? So when we take all these things lightly, it casts doubts in our minds. I mean, not in our minds, in my mind. It casts doubts. Because civil organizations, lawyers, I expect them to go to court, not just one. Go to court and challenge this, because we actually need to know who is ruling us. Some people say he's 86 years, and he's telling us he's 70 years. How long can we continue with this? Coming to Wike, I said it earlier, even before he started making demands. It is their way of politics. It's negotiations, and that is what he is doing. I can't fault him, because that is he knows, he's been there since 1999. He knows how the business goes. And the way he's saying it, he knows what he's saying. We might pretend we don't know what he's saying. There's been agreements in that country before that was not kept. 1999, some people have to step down for some people. Those agreements was not kept. So when we're talking, Wike is not just crying. He has spent on that party. I'm not saying what he's doing is right. No, I can't say what he's doing is right. But I understand where he's coming from. And tomorrow I cannot support him for using Nigerians or using his state to bargain for his own personal position. I'm not saying it's right. But this is what they're doing, and he knows how it works. So if he's crying around, he knows why. And I assure everybody that they are afraid of him, whether we like it or not. They are. This election is not like any other election. So anybody that comes here, oh, his relevance has gone. No, it had not. Because this time around, we have up to 3 major political parties in contention. So whatever you can grab, you have to. And it will make difference. That is why they are hell-bent, begging him and asking him. Forget what they come and say on the TV. We see them speak. They're holding meetings. So I will yield the floor here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks. Mr. Collins, are you ready for me now?
Yeah, I'm ready, sis. I'll be busy.
All right, Mr. Collins, please go ahead and make a submission.
Good morning, and thanks for having me back.
Good morning.
Sorry, the first time you called me, I was very angry because I was arguing with my friend back home in Nigeria. The same topic we are discussing now, this is the same topic, because this is a guy that I know. He just finished his PhD. So I'm surprised today when I was having a little discussion about what is going on in Nigeria. He kind of supporting PDP. They went to collect money, how the whole thing. I'm asking, how can somebody like you are a lecturer in Avanico College of Education, and people are here protesting for you, and you are still going back, collecting money? As in the whole thing, I got confused, the whole thing. Then I blocked him in everything that concerns to do with him, because I can't be here fighting for somebody, for someone, the person is doing another thing. So the problem we have in Nigeria is that we feel like everything, as people don't care anymore. I don't know, maybe because of how the system have made people, or how the government have made people begin to think in another direction. Our brother here keep talking, So when you look at the whole thing, you begin to ask yourself, how do we get here? What already happened? As in, how do we get here? We in Nigeria, how do we get here? So, and you ask yourself that question, you can't even find an answer. So that is the reason when you called me, I said I don't want to speak that time, because I was very angry, because this is somebody I didn't even expect such from. That is the person I expect will be. He's supposed to be the one preaching the good news to people, because he's more learned, more educated than people around him. So if somebody like that is not doing the right thing, so for me, just everything just get fed up. I just get fed up. But at the end of the day, The spirit shouldn't die. We should keep moving, because people like that shouldn't bring our spirit down. Like the topic we are not discussing, because the man came here talking about he wants to vote his brother, he wants to do this, the whole thing get people irritated, get people, because when you look at the way, and somebody, for me, I blame anybody that is from Nigeria and you are living outside Nigeria and you are enjoying everything that you are enjoying today, and see how things is in Nigeria, and still supporting people, bad people, to still govern Nigeria. I think that person owes Nigeria an apology. That person owes Nigeria an apology, because the reason you left Nigeria, because the whole thing is not functioning. Then you come a place where things are functioning. Your own idea is supposed to be, how can I make my place? How can I make Nigeria to be like this place I am today? Because you can wake up in the morning, people say you should leave the country. Then where are you going to? You are going back to Nigeria. So you should make Nigeria to be the place that you are living now. So if people that in UK or in America or in any part of the world are still talking about bringing people like Kwankwaso, bringing people like Tunumbu, bringing people like Atiku, they don't wish well to Nigeria. And I've been saying all these things here, that the problem we have is most people, as in the Nene people, are the problem Nigeria have. The Nene people, they are the biggest problem that Nigeria have, because they are supposed to be teaching people. Because the people, the reason they went to school, the reason they got all the whole education, all the whole qualification, is for you to encourage those who did not even attend to school. But you fail to do that. I think you are the evil person. As you are the evil to yourself, as in you are the problem to Nigeria. You are the problem that Nigeria have today, because you see the right thing and you still encourage people to do the wrong thing. You are the problem that Nigeria have today. So for me, I don't want to say more, because if I begin to say things, I will get angry. Because for me, this is a good friend. We went the same secondary school, the same primary school, we finished the same university. So if I can block somebody like that, that shows you how angry I am. So I don't want to speak too much, because if I speak too much, I will get angry more. So any other person can continue. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Collins. Sorry, don't be angry. I'm going to go straight to Madam Chiwendu. Madam Chiwendu, please, are you ready for me?
Yes, I'm ready for you.
Good evening to you. Thank you for joining me today.
Good evening, everybody in this wonderful platform. My name is Chinwendu. I'm from Anambra State, based in United States. I'm an obedient. First of
Thank
all,
you.
I want to commend this channel. I came across this channel 2 days ago or thereabouts, and I asked for how to join the channel. There are a few things I want us to do. Sometimes it's good for us to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes when you're driving your car or you're cooking in your kitchen or you're in your restroom or you're in your bedroom and you do some kind of silent prayer and you say, God, help me. There are some kind of prayers we make at times that when the results start coming out, we don't recognize it. So many people have cried in Nigeria. So many mothers have cried. So many wives have cried. Fathers have cried. Infants have cried. Orphans have cried for the pain, for the sorrow, for the agony that our leaders are putting us through. And finally, God said, okay, my children, I am listening. I have heard you. I want to save you. And we are still yet, sorry, let me not say we, and some people are still yet to identify God answering us. The person that just finished speaking, Collins, he said we are in a place where people that are in abroad, things are working for them. Nothing is working for us in abroad, please. No, nothing. Because if we put in the amount of time and pressure of work we go through here, in our fatherland, Nigeria, we're going to better it than it is. But because there is no amenities, there is nothing there for us to work with, we are here, working 16 hours out of 24 hours a day. You don't have time to know what you're supposed to do at home as a wife to your husband, as a mother to your kids, because you're trying to meet up to pay bills. You don't eat organic food. Every money you make, if you're making $2,000, $1,800, that's $1,800 is going straight to bills. How are you enjoying America? How are you enjoying anywhere you are? Whereby if your leaders back home could put things in place, you could do things, relax, and have a long life. I'm gonna go by I heard everybody talking about Festus already, the one that spoke about the minister that spoke about APC that was trying to market Tinubu. That man is a curse to his lineage.
Madam Chirende, your mic is muted and we cannot hear you. Can you please unmute yourself and continue with your submission?
NEPA don't take class for where in day.
Madam Chirende, your mic is muted, please. Okay, I guess I'm just going to go straight to the next person because she's not responding. That should be to Naija.
Sorry. I
Okay.
blocked my mic all this time and I was ranting. Oh God.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
Please
go ahead.
I'm going to be fast now. Sorry, I took your time. What I'm saying is that Mr. Festus Akiyem, I believe is his last name, in one breath said that Tinubu is the person that is to be sold out. Like, we should vote for president. In the same breath, he said that Tinubu is the only political person that has held a political power for 23 years that has done something that no other person has done. Which means clearly he's telling us that our current president has done nothing. And at the same time, we should vote for the person that single-handedly put him in chair. And now said that the presidency is his birthright. That is set aside. And Mr. Ovie, please, I want to please beg you in the name of God, when you come on air, when you're talking to the public, because the more people talk, the mind takes and sink it in. You're here at this age and era still talking about partisan. My brother, my kinsman, at this age, at this time of the world, with the whole pains, the way every mother is losing their child at home, wives are losing their husband, husbands are losing their wives, parents are losing their kids, the amount of death that is going on in Nigeria alone is scary. At this point, I expect that every human being, every breathing human being in Nigeria, all over as long as you have the blood of a Nigerian, should be working towards the betterment of this country, of our country. I am here in the US, but at every day I say, God, I want to go home. I finished from the University of Port Harcourt. I read theater arts. I owned a business in Cuba before I came to America. What am I doing here? If my country is good, what am I doing here? If I could work 16 hours a day, why can't I put it in my country? But because after you finish doing those jobs, nobody's going to pay you salary. Even when you say you want to bend down and work, they won't pay you salary. They're going to put their ghost workers. When they publish any post, it's already been given to their internal person. And that internal person is not capable of doing that job. That is why our country is dead. We keep saying Buhari. Yes, he has not done anything positive for us throughout his sitting. But let me still tell you all, we have to start holding our local government chairmen accountable before it gets to our governors, before it gets to Buhari or whomever is in the presidency. Because all these people keep getting allocation monthly to take care of those states. We should start holding them from the grassroots. So please, I don't want to take people's time because not everybody has their points to make here. But the first thing I want to beg people, let nobody talk about party. Let nobody talk about tribe. I'm not supporting P2OB because I'm an Igbo girl. No. I'm supporting him because this is the first time I heard somebody say something reasonable. So I heard somebody go back to drawing board, do his mathematics. The first time I'm listening and hearing somebody that is willing to sacrifice his blood. Do you know when I use his blood, I don't mean physically cutting himself to bleed. But when somebody is willing to set aside his investment, that he has built for years, his legacy with his personal family, he has built for years, he's willing to put it on a pause to move the country forward, where me and you can go to the market and buy garri and feed our children. These are things we should look at. What are we asking for in life? Food, good health, shelter, clothes on our back, good road and light. Are we asking for too much? They keep saying there's no money in Nigeria, there's no money in Nigeria. But our politicians keep changing exotic cars, buying houses. Please, let me ask you, when you have a duplex in different parts of the world, how many beds do you sleep on each night? Even when you have 2 bedrooms in your house, you can't sleep on more than 1 bed a night. What do we need? What do they need those things for? It is because of greed and wickedness. When you don't think beyond yourself, this is what we go through. So please, Ovie, I beg you in the name of whatever you're serving. I know this platform, everybody's allowed to come air their mind, but don't come on this platform and indirectly be bringing us somebody you already know within yourself. Because in one breath, you made the confession that if giving those people to talk about, to vote for, you're not going to vote for them. So why talk about them? And why start saying, passing a message that people might vote and their votes will not count, that they already know they already picked who is going to lead. That means all the people that are going to vote, they are going to register, for their PVC, they are being stupid. All those that shut down their business to make sure they got their PVC, are they daft? Why are you trying to discourage them? If you've been given money to sell your conscience, we are not going to sell ours. I wish the Ovie, they displayed his full name, because someone like that might have already started collecting money from politicians, and definitely one day he might start running for one political post, so that we'll start knowing them from the generation, from the instant that they are corrupt, so that tomorrow when we see him on air for any political post, we already know that this person is going to destroy whichever good work anybody God is going to give to us will start. Please, Mr. Ovie, I beg you in the name of God, eat your money when you collect it. If you want to vote for anybody, it's up to you. Don't bring it to us. I beg you. It's so painful. How would we have a president? And I'm trying to be calm and talk plainly so that people will understand me. As a parent, when you go to work, they pay you salary. You and your husband have planned that salary on how to raise your kids. Then all of a sudden, your kids are at home for 6 months because of strike. That budget is already being affected. Those kids that are at home are already having idle mind. When you go out, they can start being misled. And why is it that whenever there wants to be an election, there will be an ASU strike? Are they doing it on purpose so that they're going to have time to use the kids to do their nonsense political mogul they do? I'm not happy that there are so many killings in the north, because they're also human. I don't want nobody to die. I don't support any banditry in the northern, in the east, and the west. All these are blood. Because if you're given 10 acres of land to farm on, and there is this majority power of human being, that work is going to process very fast. It's going to help Nigeria export a lot. But if everybody is being killed, who is going to do the work? Please, when they finish killing, whom will Peter Obi now rule? They should please stop killing them, so that our incoming president will see whom he's going to rule to use to correct the country. Someone as Tinubu at his age, with all the money he has made, please, people tell me, why is he coming out for presidency? Because he has no loving people sitting around him. He said he has made people governors, presidents, senators, ministers, and all that. If he is as smart and as reasonable, as exposed as he claims he is, he should sit down and let those people that he has helped do what? What he should be doing is sit down and let them do what? Start paying homage to him at home. What does he need now? All he needs is a living nurse to take care of him. That's all he needs, a living nurse to take care of him. change his diaper if he's having incontinence problem, take his his medication, rest, travel, go for vacation, rest. When you die, people will come to your burial with happiness. Your legacy will remain. But what was he doing? You're coming to you just want to die a president. You want to use Nigerian money to run for your illness. You don't use the one you've stolen to go to the hospital. So it is not acceptable. I'm sorry, I don't own this platform, but please, people like Oge should be heard. Like, there are some kind of things that we'll start hearing. Please, this is not what we want to hear at this point. Because when you start airing things like this, you start passing such ill message. You start casting doubt. Start making people thinking, am I on the right path? What is this person saying? Am I confused? Because there are some people that are just getting into this political talk now. Some people have not been following the platform. Some people have not been following everything that has been happening. So let me say somebody just jump on air today to listen to what's going on, and this is what he or she is hearing. The person will be confused on where to stand. It makes no sense at all. Ovie, please go and meet your brother. Eat owo soup with him. Collect your money in peace. I don't tell you not to collect money. Collect. In fact, collect extra. Make sure you collect good money. But after collecting, go and eat it with your people. Don't come and market whom I don't know. If you could open your mouth and say that, if you want to talk about competence, yes. But P2B has done his governor's time. You cannot still grade him with competence. That nobody is eligible. It's a disgrace that our generation, that some people in this time, an era that there is social media, that there is exposure, is still sounding this way they are sounding. It is bad. So please, like I said from the beginning, not because I'm an Igbo girl, but because I heard someone. Because when he was a governor, he did what a human being. You know, he was not even working like a governor. He was working like a human being. How many of those governors finished their tenure and did not take those land that they always give to him? How will a man sit in his office in less than his 100th day of work? They bring the plots of land to give to him. That sir, there is this land we saw. We just felt we should give it to you. While a woman that has worked in that office for 35 years was to retire. And all she could get was something worth about 3 million naira, if I'm exact with the money they were giving to her to go after working. The retirement, everything was about, I think they said 50,000 per month. What did he say? He told them clearly, this woman that has put in her sweat for 35 years is the one that deserves this land. Not me that is just coming in. All those land, all those properties they take, they keep it for their generation. And the scary part and the stupid thing is that this same Ovie that is talking, one of his younger brother or younger sister might be sitting at home due to this strike. But the kids of these politicians are all in US, Canada, Holland, everywhere, schooling. After the university, they will come back. They already have posts and different offices that is being kept for them. And they will continue from where their father stopped. Instead of you to keep quiet and tell them to hold their 100,000 naira or 1 million naira they give to you and tell them, don't buy my conscience. Leave the freedom of my generation alone. You are here marketing, sounding brother.
Thank you.
Because it's my brother.
Thank you,
Sorry, I'm taking too much. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chiwendo, for that. I can understand your anger, but I don't know why you guys are attacking me in the comment section. I beg. Which I'm a businesswoman. I'm not going to answer you. Anyways, I understand your anger, Madam Chiwendo, but like I said before, Ovie did not exactly tell you or tell any one of us to vote for Kwankwaso or Anida Osa. He didn't outrightly say that. Like I said, the reason why I flipped was because he said, I'm voting for this person because he is my brother. Everybody has the right to vote for whoever they want to vote for, but it should just be for the right reasons. Okay, we're not here to tell anybody the right reasons, but the suffer at the end of the day, now all of us know the suffer, the pains, the sorrow, we all go through it. It's unfortunate that at this point in time we're still thinking about brother to vote. So Ovie did not actually say vote for Kwankwaso or vote for for Ida Osa. Okay, please don't unmute yourself when it's not your turn to speak. Please, Engineer Ken, please do not unmute yourself when it's not your turn to speak. Thank you very much. You guys are saying, why did I allow me to talk that long? Well, this platform is for everybody. Everybody can come here and air their views. It's for everybody. It's not just for one person. So we allow people to come here and air their views. And if what they are saying is not making any sense at this at the point, anybody is free to counter them. That is why we're here, to learn, to counter people, to talk to people. That is why we are here. That is why we are here. Please. Thank you very much. So I cannot exactly shut anybody up simply because they are not going into, the live we want them to go to. People are free to air their views. Then we counter them if we do not agree with what they are saying. That is just how it should be. So I cannot take anybody out because the person is not exactly saying anything. Mr. Ovie did not violate the rules of this platform. He didn't insult anybody. He didn't tell anybody you're mad, you're stupid. He didn't insult anybody. Right? He was just airing his views. And just like this, you've been able to counter him, and we're able to do so. So that is justice. So please, this platform is for everybody to come and air their views. Thank you very much. I hope I've been able to clarify that, because I don't know why they attack me for comment section. Anyways, we have Gingerbread Man, Engineer Ken, Mr. Machiavelli. You guys, Mr. Machiavelli has already spoken. Gingerbread Man, Engineer, can you guys give me? So I'm just going to give you guys two minutes each to make your contribution. So I'm going to start with Gingerbread Man, please.
Thank you, Kachi. Thank you, Nigeria. Mr. Ovie, sorry, bless you don't buy market today. But me, I was a little bit disappointed. I had no problem with your submission. You clearly said you're in support of Kwankwaso and Idausa. You have the right to support whoever you want. But I think where you derailed was when you started bringing in the sentiment of this is why you are supporting that ticket, because of this person is from your side and the children from your region. We have the opportunity knowing that somebody, I mean, that is BS. It's a complete BS. And to make matters worse, you disclose that you are calling from the United States of America. And I expect you to know better. By now, you should have, wished for a better thing for your nation. But be that as it may, at least everybody has responded to your comment and you should be able to take note from there. I only want to share one quick submission with regards to Wike. See, I'm 100% obedient. But I like Wike. And I like Wike because of his doggedness. He has a very strong conviction. People say Wike should have switched over to Labour Party. Well, I think Wike is playing a mind game. And then when the time comes, I believe he will take a right decision. Because Wike is an archival politician. He's not new in the game. And he's a grassroots politician in the sense that you see his political pedestal. He came from the grassroots. So I want to believe that Wike will go with the language of the people. Therefore, please let us just be patient. Let us focus on our principle, the obedient movement. And if Wike eventually joins the boss, it's a plus for us. If he doesn't, the boss will leave him behind. Thank you for your 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gingerbread Man, for that very swift submission right there. I'm going to go straight to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, please, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kachi. Good afternoon, my co-pies, and good afternoon, Nigerians, and good afternoon to the world. I want to call for the audience of my sister from the United States. I think she owed Mr. Ovie an apology, because I think she was a little bit insulting, when she started. I know that
Mr. Ovie was kind of weird the way he put in his ideas and who he's supporting. I think she has to apologize to Ovie. Another thing again, I don't see anything bad in it. Everyone has their own point of view. That is why it's democracy. So everybody with their own with their own ideas and who you like to vote with and who you like to cast your vote on. And Oge says he loves Kwakwanzo, he loves Idausa. Idausa is from his place. He wants to support him. That's his own business. It's not left for you to choose your own candidate. But we from Nigeria Watch, 90% of us are choosing obedient family, choosing Obi because Obi has proven beyond measurement. Obi have proven himself to be that person that can take Nigeria to a better height. Earlier on, when we started, all our agenda was for the doggedness of Wike because of the thing that is going on in our country, because of the insecurity and the waste of public funds and the waste of lives in that country. So we believe someone like Wike can be able to solve it because of his boldness. So far so good. We know the whole story that the party PDP is being compromised by corruption. I want to let us know corruption is a very, very big problem. It is worse than cancer. When you fight back. If you fight corruption with 10 blows, you fight back with 1,000 blows. Don't be surprised. People like Ovie will be coming out into this platform every other day before 2023. People like Ovie will be speaking out in different platforms in Nigeria because a lot of them collected money. A lot of them are fighting for their own belly. So they don't really care about the people and how the people is suffering. We've been having so many of them here, even in our own states. When you can't tell our governors for what they do and if they're doing anything wrong or right, you see people also stand up supporting them, obviously, while saying the truth. Because a lot of them are benefiting from it. So that's just the way it is. Majority of people benefit from evil. It's only few that benefit from kind. So that's why evil will always be the exchange of the day in Africa. So that's just a thing. But right now, what they don't understand that the movement of Obi is spiritual. In the spirit realm, Obi have conquered. In the spirit world, the movement of Obi has been accepted by God Almighty. That is why whatever that is going on right now in the physical realm, Obi has no control about it. A lot of people are protesting for Obi. A lot of people are doing a million minds, a million work for Obi. Obi has no clue. Obi have not met them. Obi $1 or $1 is not on it. People are giving out their houses for a campaign post. People are giving out their life for structure for Obi. Of which Obi himself is amazed to him. It's like a dream to him. It's like he's still in a dream. So that is the work of the spirit, that the life and the death accept each other, and the night and day comes together to make it work. Because God Almighty have heard our cry. The cry of the widow, the cry of the motherless children, the cry of an hunger, the cry of orphan, the cry of loneliness. People cried every day to God for help. God himself have been touched. That is why you see Obi movement have become extraordinary. The more they fight Obi, the more Obi gets support, the more Obi gets so popular, and the more Obi name is being sold to the heart of people. In Benin the other day, you see youths, men and women coming out in months to march or be under the rain without no umbrella. You know, that's to tell you that the spirit of the people is working. You know, so it's just like that. And this remind me of June 12th, in terms of Abiola, that one day the whole Nigeria answered. They answered one day, and it was a rally all over the world. And that day is coming up again. You know, it's coming up again in this 2022 ending throughout 2023 for OB. My thing is this: the corruption, the corrupt leaders, you know, the rulers of the dark. That's just politicians. They are the rulers of the dark. Because whatever evil that they do, they don't do it in the day. They don't do it at night. They don't do it at light. It's always on the dark for them to work. We they are allowed to work, you know. So we that supporting OB, we have to do more than this. We have to be prayerful. To make this work, we have to be prayerful. You know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ken, for that contribution right there. I want to say thank you to all the panelists. I want to believe everyone has contributed. Gingerbread Man, Engineer Ken, Mr. C, and Mr. Machiavelli. No, Mr. Machiavelli, you already contributed before now, Abi.
No,
but
I just came newly again now.
But you there before now. You there before now, Shu. You were here before now. You don't contribute before, but don't worry. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to talk again. Mr. Machiavelli, Mr. Ovier, Madam Chiwendu, Mr. Collins, Mr. Chuksobi Boys, Mr. CM was here earlier. Mr. Franklin was also here earlier. Thank you so much, guys, for always taking time out of your busy schedules to come here to dissect the topics we have for you guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. I really do appreciate all you do for Ninja Watch. Really, God bless you. I want to say thank you to those in the comment section as well. I can see BTV Ninja right there. Samuel Olaka, I see you right there. I can see ARK Ark, I see you right there. Thank you so much. For being here. I can say Mr. Simon right there. Thank you so much. On our politics. This one just the attack me for comment section, but thank you for being here. I can see Kanayem Weweta. Thank you so much. The mommy of all mommy diaspora. Thank you, Guy Owanlele. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been amazing. Joseph Oji, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Words alone cannot qualify how grateful I am. It's true, Mr. Murray was also here earlier. I guess the same battery don't die. I can see Samson Omori. Thank you so much, Vine Maxwell. I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys and all you do for Ninja Watch. I can see Ikenna Victor. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Israel Asemota. I see you right there. Rita Adams of Stoppable. I see you. Thank you so much. I can see Unurode Odowogo. I hope I got that correctly. Thank you. I can see Fidel Lamy. Thank you so much for being here, Guy Omalele. Hope Chidozie. Thank you, Destiny. I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, just in case I don't mention your name, just know that it's not intentional. I've been displaying your comments on the screen. Displaying your comments simply means that I'm acknowledging your comments. So guys, in case I didn't call your name, don't take it personal. I see Don Gaddafi right there. Daniel Alex, I see you. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. I see G.O. I see Steelmaker. Thank you so much. Fortune H, I see you right there. Thank you so much. Michael Okereke, G.O. Gerard Oba 1, I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Come. I see you right there. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing. And to my amazing viewers, wherever you are in the world watching us right now, contributing your quota, God bless you. I do not take your love and support for granted. God bless you. You guys have been amazing. God bless you guys. You guys have been amazing. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Amechi Kyobi. Madam Rawana Bailey, aka Rose. I want to give a shout out to Fortune H. I see you right there. I want to also give a shout out to Joseph Orji, Mark Irabo, Alexander Gomez, and Liz Ehanoro. Thank you guys so much for the super sticker today. God bless you. You guys don't know how much I appreciate this. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you for always, making our movement keep going. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So you know how we do it. I'm going to give time out to everyone to make their final submission. 1 minute each to make their final submission as to what we are talking about today. Do not forget to like and share this broadcast if you're yet to do so. Join us Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Every Friday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time for our debates. Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time for our newspaper headline review. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks, please, your 1 minute starts now. Mr. Chooks. Okay, I'm going to go straight to the next person.
I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Chooks, please, your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, thank you everybody for your contributions. Yeah, let's how to be here. Getting stronger and stronger every day. I can see more ladies are joining us, which makes it more meaningful. Catch you well done for that.
Thank you very much, sir.
I have a suggestion. If I think Mr. Niger Ward has even said it before that he's going to open up a debate, kind of, So because this one we're doing at this moment on this platform, I strongly believe that it's for obedient supporters, So it will be that difficult for somebody to come and say something here without that being heated. So if I should suggest, let the time of that debate be where everybody is welcome to the arena to say whatever you want to say, without insult. You know what I'm saying? So I think if that is gonna be, because mixing this up is gonna, I had Engineer Ken saying apologize to the speaker, so to eliminate such things, on a debate side of it, okay, we can understand how to debate, sometimes it can heat up, and this and that, but this one is like a family. We're actually trying to find ways of supporting this movement, so I find it difficult to agree that people will just come here and say what they want against, except if I'm misunderstood the way it works, So actually that's all. I call on everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for that. Thank you very much. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Collins, please. Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, where you did now? You still the vex for your friend? Okay, let's go straight.
I hear you.
Okay, Mr. Collins, please, your 1 minute starts now.
For me, like I said before, I don't want to say much because I'm still kind of meditating on what the argument I had with my friend. Like my sister said here, when I said people in abroad, I even include myself. The reason I said that is that most of us that are outside Nigeria, that maybe we see things how things is, we should try to make the same thing to work for us back home. So I'm kind of surprised when I see people outside Nigeria not trying to put effort and see the same thing happen in Nigeria. Those things get me irritated. So that is what I was talking there. So for me, like I said, I don't want to talk too much because my friend have already ruined my day today as in the whole thing.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. We understand. That's fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Collins. We understand. But regardless, you're still here, even with your angry state. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to go straight to Madam Chiwendo, please. Madam Chiwendo.
Okay, please. I heard what one of our colleagues here said that I owe Mr. Ovie apology. First of all, to correct that, I had no direct insult to Mr. Ovie. The same way he did not say vote for Kwankwaso. But what he was doing, he was playing a mind game. And because he was playing a mind game, I believe that we the obedient, we are too bold. Our confidence cannot be played with for someone to play a mind game with us. So it's better I put it straight to him that I am telling him that if he's corrupted already, he should keep it to himself. And I still owe him no apology because this is an obedient platform That is my own take. So if any other person feels bad about the way I talk, I'm sorry to that person. But to Ovie, I will never apologize to him, except he gets things right. Then I can call him my brother and apologize to him. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much, Madam Chiwendu, for that. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Ovie, please. Mr. Ovie.
I know.
No, they help me because you go come here and shout you hello. You go comment section and say attack me. No, they help me. No, they help me.
Let me keep it short and simple.
Okay.
Nkechi, thank you for your understanding. I never asked anybody not to vote for Obi, or neither did I say you should go for Kokoso. Now you guys ask me questions. Say, why are they support them? I talk them. It can't turn to Wahala. That's one. Two, this politics, emotions no they win now. Three, everybody thought they because they are there America. And they laugh. What I have done in my capacity to put Nigeria on the map, to still do it for the community, I challenge anybody on this platform to see if he don't do half of farm. My full name now Frederick Agbaje. If you Google him, I know they fear. You understand? Two, Nkechi, the lady that just spoke, you are right. I'm not asking for apology, neither do you owe me any apology. Two, I am not playing mind game. I spoke directly to the topic that were put before us to talk about. I spoke directly to that. It was the question that they asked that actually bring Konkoso into the conversation. I never even mentioned Obi said. You understand? So I don't even know why everybody just because they are there America. Your question should be, how do you actually there America? I am not an American citizen. I am not proud that I have to scale Atlantic Ocean to come and live the kind of life that I want. I am not. I'm not that kind of a person. I've been Nigeria 400%. Everything that has to do with me, they Nigeria, business and everything you can think of. You are not more Nigeria than me just because you live for Nigeria. What I am doing for Nigeria, you know people have a farm. So all these people, what would they use emotion? You know, I spent almost half of my life doing a competitive sport. And what I understand is that if you take your time, they focus on your competitor, you will lose the competition. So just focus on selling your candidate. Forget whatever any other person is doing. If you are so confident your competitor, your first way they follow, just stick to it. That's what I'm doing. I never say, oh, Kokoso is the best or anything. You just ask me why. I said, this is why. If you don't say you don't go absorb any answer where person will give you, don't ask questions. It's as simple as that. I support Kokoso that the very day when he come up for PDP, which is way before we come up for PDP. So it has nothing to do with if to say when I no ask you, nobody will know why they support, because I spoke directly to Keyamu, Wike, and which other one? I don't forget to talk about
Mr. Frederick Agbaje, you actually did say that you are a Konkoso guy, right? You actually did say
from day one.
Yes, so you actually did say that. So no, it's not like they asked you a question or I asked you a question before you talked about it. So like I already put that out there, you did not say anybody should vote for Konkoso or Ndawusa. You didn't actually say that, right? So
yeah, I never say that.
Yes, you know that was already put out.
So
there.
I don't understand where everybody they be emotional about it.
No, this is not being emotional, right? Everybody has the right to air their views. You air your views, and every other person is airing their views too about your thing. So you have the right to support whoever you think is the best candidate. So you have the right to vote anybody. Like I said, I only flipped when you said that you're voting for this person just because it's your brother. I do not believe that at this time we should be thinking that way, because Nigerians have suffered too much. We have suffered too much thinking about religion, tribe, etc. So I think we have suffered too much at this point. We shouldn't just be doing that. What we should be going for is somebody who is competent. But you did not outrightly say, oh, come and vote for Konkoso, or come and vote for this person. That you did not say. So thank you very much once again, Mr. Frederick Agbaje, for your contributions right there. And for everything you say you do for Nigeria, thank you so much for that. God bless you. I'm going to go straight to Gingerbread Man, please. Gingerbread Man.
Yes, thank you all. And I'm going to recap what I said earlier on, Mr. Ovie. I had no problem, and I believe most people who you think had a problem in what you said are not against who you support. We are against bringing sentiments of where you come from. I hope that you take that message and then digest it. Why is everybody APC, PDP supporting or talking about P2B? It's because P2B is obviously the threat. P2B is Nigeria. P2B is a movement. Nigerians are taking over Aso Villa. P2B is the front man on that race. And you see these politicians, that is their source of income. They will do everything possible to stop that. Dino Melaya, Reno Omokari, and Festus Kayamo. These are appendages that feed on the people. It is their job. Their lifeline is at risk. So expect what they are doing and even expect more.
Okay.
Let us keep our eyes on the prize.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
God bless you too, Mr. Gingerbread Man. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to go straight to Mr. CM. But before that, some in the comment section is saying, "Oh, Madam Moderator, let's know where you stand. If this is your first time on this platform, please go and ask. 90% of Ninja Watch family is supporting Peter Obi. So please do your findings very well before you just come to the comment section and say things. Okay?" 90% support Peter Obi, but I am not going to shut anybody up because the person is not supporting Peter Obi. We will not do that because this is a free platform. You come here and air your views, and if it doesn't sit well with us, people will counter it. So you don't tell me to shut anybody up just because the person is not saying, what you want to hear. I will not do that. I will not shut anybody up. Mr. Ovie spoke and people countered him. That is just it. So I'm not going to shut anybody up. And this is not just about business. We are here preaching democracy, and you don't want people to speak? Please, I'm not going to do that. I've been laughing so much over the comment, but right now it's not even funny anymore. People will speak. And if it doesn't sit well with us, we will counter him. That is just it. Please, do you think it's easy coming online every single day? Mr. CM, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Katie. I've had quite a bit of submissions from different people and then what they said. First of all, there are people I've not had before I had today. Say Chikwendo, welcome to the platform. We are regulars here, so you are welcome. What Ovie said, by what they usually say, he's entitled to his opinion. That's the way he's entitled to it. But what he is not entitled to is to his own facts, and that is what people tend to interrogate.
Exactly.
When you say you will vote for Kwakwansu, not because even before then he now choose maybe your brother, like you said, or somebody from your townsman or somebody. Then you said who will leave his own, go vote for another person. Well, you only being a Nigerian, that is typical. You are not alone in deciding that. But like an Englishman will always tell you, where does it leave us? Is it not in an attempt to rubbish Jonathan? They told the North, do not vote for somebody who is not a Muslim. Vote for us, vote for this. That is where we are today. And if you put everything on the scale, you find out that the people that play tribal politics are the worst off. So what you are trying to say is that you want to vote for this because he's your brother. I mean, you stated it clearly here. So you're entitled to say that, but we have to interrogate it and ask you, where has it led us? Where has it led us? It hasn't led to anywhere, which means you are even setting aside competence. You see, you're entitled to your opinion. When people interrogate something like this, what the problem I tend to have is people will run, oh, no, let's not be emotional about it. What is being emotion? What is emotional more than voting for somebody because he's from your place? That is the real emotion. That is the 100% emotion. Not because they say I want to vote for because he's my brother. He choose my own. How can I live my own? That is the real emotion. Not somebody trying to tell you that why not leave it and let's do merit, or if you have done this and then you leave it and no, that doesn't mean emotion to me. Now the next thing, because I'm trying to put what you said in perspective, is your right to say it. I concede to you, according to one British novelist, I think it's a Beatrice something here. He said, I may not agree to what you said, but I will defend to the last your right to say it. So you have a right to say it, just like I have a right to react to it the way I'm reacting. When you say that, let's not deceive ourselves that Igbo man can never rule Nigeria, is impossible, all these things. Of course, these are odd place odds. Then one thing I have to also factor into it is that, will you now dismiss the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, who must have seen what you saw, probably before you, or saw it the same time, or he must have heard you say somewhere before he now picked up his mantle and said, look, these people are not going to let us. If you can't, since they can't let us to rule them, they want to be ruling us. Why can't we go and rule ourselves? So you see, everything has pros and cons. When you put something out, remember people has to analyze it the other way. So until you should be able to also defend the other side of it. It's your right to say it. I mean, you are not alone now. I mean, thousands of people are even nursing it in their mind without saying it out. But since you've said it out, then one can use it as a talking point or point of discussion. So when you say this is what it is, I also agree that because Nigerians have suffered enough, probably they know that this, just like you said, it is difficult to make Igbo man become president of Nigeria. Now, people have now taken it upon themselves. Those that are not even Igbo, they want to put a stop to it. So they've now taking it upon themselves to say, look, we can't continue doing this, we can't continue doing it. They now want to, that's what they call a system is self-correcting. Self-correcting in the sense that P2B is not inducing people with money. Assuming it's somebody like Rochas, Okorocha, or Jules or Carlo, those people that maybe they stole money from their states and then they can easily dish out, or maybe something like that, people like that. One might say, oh, they are using money, but P2B is not giving money. Yet people know he's Igbo, and yet they still want to die for him. It means that they want to correct that mistake. That's something they be hearing, say, no, 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 it can't continue. So that is why some of the things, when we discuss it, I'm learning, and they're like interrogating issues based on reasons. You are entitled to what you said, quite all right, but you have to look at it the other way. People are also entitled to discuss it the other way. It's not emotion. They're only trying to look at it the other way. So it's either that you vote for your candidate based on your maybe consanguinity, or maybe because it's your brother or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. But remember that it is not always the person who is your brother that is more competent. If it's your brother and the person is competent, fine and good. People are not looking at P2B because of his area where he came from. People say he's the best among the three. That's what people always say. Yorubas are even criticizing Tinubu. If you need to hear what they are saying, they say, are you sure? Even the Atiku, somehow some Northerners are even kicking against his presidency. So what I'm saying in effect is that when we come to sell our candidates, if you can sell your candidate based on merit, that way people might not fault you. But if you open your tracks up and say you are voting, this is my candidate because we are of the same height or the same mother or the same local government, that is when people will now start to say, look, if
Okay.
that is the case, what about the other one? So I just want you to balance it. I just be expecting this type of response or feedback when you put your views across like this. That's why people are reacting to it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. CM, you made a very valid point. Yes, I think Mr. Ovi is the one being emotional right now when he said he's voting for this person because he's my brother. I think you're the one being emotional right now. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Machiavelli, please. Mr. Machiavelli.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Again, let me just quickly take small minutes again, please. I love Mr. Ovie. Mr. Ovie, are you still there, Mr. Ovie?
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you so
here.
much. Okay, thank you so much for coming to this platform. Well, so let me respond quickly to people on this comment section. You see, if you are just joining, this is a democratic platform. You cannot shut any Nigerian. Nobody has the right to shut any Nigerian from exercising their fundamental right. You don't have the right. It's their constitutional right to say whatever they want to say, where they want to say it. You don't have the right to shut them up. So if you don't like it, then you can go to the nearest platform where they can shut down anyone who wants to air their view. But Mr. Obi, I like you so much because you are on this platform. This is a platform where they say it the way it is. And thank you for joining us. And you live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. You also know that this place you are now, the Nigeria Watch, is the land of the free and the home of the brave. There are people here who will answer your question, who will also listen to you. I align with what Mr. CM said. But we need to understand one thing. The same Kwankwaso you support, Buba Galadima is the one that is selling the candidate. Go and listen to what Buba Galadima said. And I want to challenge you, if you are on this platform, because you are very brave. I can see the way you speak. You stand with your words. Sir, I invite you to our debate so that we kind of educate Nigeria on what they need to do in terms of having good governance. Because the dividend of democracy you are enjoying in the land of the free and the home of the brave, I want you to channel that energy towards Nigeria instead of using it on one side.
Invitation accepted. Give me
Thank you
time
very
and
much,
date.
sir. I love you.
Give me time and date.
Thank you so much. It's every 5 o'clock and every Friday 6 o'clock. So join us here. And I want to also respond to some of my two brothers who said something about Yeson Wike as a dogged Nigerian, as a dogged politician. Please, I don't see anything dogged here. We should stop deceiving ourselves with this kind of rhetoric because we have gone past that kind of thing whereby you are using people's the taxpayers' money, and you are commissioning it and you are using it as and playing politics. When you're talking about dogged leaders, you're talking about Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, and J.J. Rawlings of Ghana. These are dogged people who ensure that they give meaning, they give life to their fellow citizens, not people who are going to use the same task who put you there. You are using their money to campaign for your own selfish interest. Just because you want to create awareness for yourself, for people to believe that you are supposed to be the leader. You don't even have a roadmap for Nigerians to even queue on, and you don't even know what policy is all about. All you know is just give me power, give me power. Is this what we're going to talk about here? Please, Nigerians, let us now think of how we can take our country to a better height, not people who think that it is just for their own pocket or just for their own selfish position. In all, I would say thank you so much, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless you guys.
Amen. God bless you too, Mr. Machiavelli. God bless every one of us here who had contributed. Thank you so much, Mr. Chooks, Mr. Collins, Mr. Frederick Akbaje, Gingerbread Man, Mr. CM, Mr. Machiavelli, Mr. Murray was here earlier. I want to say thank you to Madam Chiwendo. It's her first time here. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Franklin was also here too. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. To my amazing viewers, you guys are amazing. Without you guys, there's no Nigeria Watch. I'm grateful for your presence every time we come on air. Don't forget to join us 10 a.m. Nigerian time, Monday to Saturday, for our newspaper review, and every Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. for our discussion, and Friday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time for our debate. Mr. Ovie, you see you will be there 6 p.m. Nigerian time every Friday for the debate. Thank you guys once again.
Yes, I will.
Mohammed Junama, thank you so much for being here. Harry Gold is right there. Gio is right there. Thank you so much. BTV Ninja, I see you all. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Ninja Watch is a free platform. I'm not going to shut anybody up just because you don't like what they are talking about. Once they say something you don't like, you have every right to counter the person without using any ugly words or insulting words on the person. So please, guys, this is a free platform for everyone to come and air their views. Thank you very much. God bless you and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is Kachi saying thank you, bye-bye, and peace out. Ciao.